Cote, and I live in the other Vancouver. Which, when I say I'm from Vancouver here, everyone thinks I'm Canadian. It's part of the story of all my life. But this morning at 6 a.m. I rolled over in bed and I said to my wife, who loves Karen as much as I do, and all but for a family crisis would have been here tonight, I said, how can I possibly tell the stories? We're in a house of worship. I am employed by the Lutheran Church. I thought, well, I can't possibly tell the story of you calling Jerry Brown crazy. I probably shouldn't tell the story of you picking me up at the Albuquerque, New Mexico airport in a stretch white Cadillac. But there are, it was a free But I will tell the story of my first telephone conversation and my first personal encounter, which is now some 25 years ago. And I got my start in Grace Harbor County in politics when I came home from Washington State University, home of Governor Lauer as well, with what my mother thought was a worthless degree in political science. And I got involved in a primary campaign, and this was a youthful indiscretion, as Henry Hyde would say, but it was against our senator. It was at the height of the Vietnam War. And the candidate's name was Carl Maxey from Spokane. So those of you who are as old as I am in this room will remember this. And me and 6 of my buddies managed to win the primary in Grace Harbor County for this guy from Spokane. And later I moved to Vancouver, and of course I had no friends except my colleagues at DSHS. So the first night I moved to Vancouver, I went to the Clark County Democratic Central Committee. And I've never left since. The Clark County delegation is right here, right now. And in 1984, I decided, well, you know, I just think, since I watched Adlai Stevenson get the nomination in 1956, I want to go to a Democratic National Convention. So I have done my footwork at home, and I organized in the 3rd District. I was a Mondale supporter. I am still a Mondale supporter. And I decided, well, I'll take a shot. Maybe I could get elected as a delegate. And in our district, of course, Clark County can kind of bully the other counties, right? Because we're bigger. So I go to this caucus, and I win. And I'm, of course, just ecstatic that I'm going to go to a Democratic National Convention. The next morning, my phone rings. And it's this woman on the other end of the line, and she says, "Who are you?" She said, "We had our people out there." And I said, "Well, you know, I'm a liberal, I'm a Mondale supporter, I don't act out. Trust me, I'll behave myself when I get there." So I arrive at the Democratic National Convention in San Francisco, which was a historic convention, of course, because we nominated Geraldine Ferraro. And I had been reading about this Catholic mother of 7 for many years, who created some sort of a fuss over in Pasco, which was basically throwing some Democratic chair's butt out of his position. And I thought, I have to meet this woman, you know. So I had wanted to meet her forever, and I arrived in San Francisco at the convention. And of course, I'm just beside myself. I'm just crazy that I'm there. I'm so excited to be in the middle of all this. And I walk up on the floor of the convention, and I'm talking to Karen, and I said, "Oh, Karen, you know, I'm bowing down." It's like, oh my God, the Queen, the Catholic mother of 7, and everything. She says, "Let me tell you something. Just watch this Catholic mother of 7. 1 minute from now, she's going to go over and tell that good old boy from Florida to go screw himself." Only, she did not use the word screw himself. So I was thinking today on my long drive, 7 national conventions, 14 state conventions, 500 state committee meetings at least, many, many fights. And I'll tell you, people ask me, why haven't I taken up golf? Why do I devote myself to the Democratic Party? I'm sure you all get asked the same kind of question all the time. Well, you know what? You meet the best people in the world. and you meet your lifelong best friends who believe that when we win, everybody rises up. And that, to me, is what Parent Month is. I have, for the last 25 years, well, more than that, for the last double that years in one case, 3 Catholic women who call me at 7 a.m. in the morning. One is my mother, one is my mother-in-law, and the third one is Karen. I don't know what it is about Catholic women at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I will tell you that there's nothing like having the phone ring and say, "Listen up, sweetie, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard." And they proceed to just rip me from one side and down the other, and at the end of the conversation go, "You know, I just love you so much." That's what I say about you. Above everything else, I love you so much.